Hi, it's me, Tom, and I'm going to review the movie Blue is the Warmest Color. And the reason I'm reviewing it is because I saw it yesterday. It was a great movie. And I saw a review of it by people who hadn't seen the movie. So it was ridiculous. So there's a lot of information out there that's put out by people who haven't seen the movie. So it's very good. Saw it yesterday afternoon. It's 3 hours and 7 minutes long. So it is a long movie, and the reason it's long is because it covers 3 years in the main character's life. So it's about two women who fall in love. One is named Adele, and she's a senior in high school, and the older woman is a senior in college at an art school. And so they meet, and first it shows Adele's life in high school, her friends, and she's interested in other women. She kisses one of her friends, and that becomes awkward. So she sees this other woman with blue hair, and it's kind of love at first sight. But it takes time and shows how they meet. And the movie's actually very good. It doesn't drag. It's edited very well. It covers quite a long period in her life. And now there are a couple of interesting things in the movie. Food features very prominently. Her mother makes spaghetti. Adele's mother makes very good spaghetti, although they're French, and the movie is in French with English subtitles. But her mother makes very good spaghetti, and then Adele later makes the spaghetti for this big party that they have. But it's kind of a symbol of her social class, because people who eat a lot of spaghetti are not well off. They're not eating escargot or... In fact, Adele's character says she doesn't like seafood, and her older lesbian lover likes oysters, and so she says they taste like gobs of snot. So, but she learns to like oysters. Now, there's a lot of talk about the sex scenes in the movie. There are several, and one of them is 10 minutes long. And what's interesting is they're eating dinner with Emma's parents, the older woman, and she's learning to eat oysters, and then she stays over, but essentially they're eating dinner, and then it just cuts, and right there in bed, and they get right to it. And basically the scenes are very graphic. The movie is NC-17. I'm surprised it's not rated R, but it's very graphic, and basically you have high definition lesbians. As the lights are on and they're going at it, and they do what lesbians do. And it's not quite X-rated, but it's pretty close. But it didn't bother me. They're both very beautiful, and it's important to the plot. People have complained that the sex scenes are overly long. Other reviews that I've read said it took them 6 days to film that one 10-minute sex scene, and she said it was very much like the other scenes, like eating dinner with the family. It was a scene, and they just happen to have their clothes off, but it is very graphic. Someone said it's not a good first date movie, because it's intense, and it's intense emotionally. I'm not going to give away the movie, but I liked it because it's very real. It's Steven Spielberg, who's on the Palme d'Or panel in Cannes. He voted for the movie, and it won that award at Cannes. And I think he liked it because it's very realistic, and it is. The beginning shows Adele's life in high school with her friends. There are a lot of scenes where she's talking whether everybody's talking at once. It's very realistic, and then so it shows her life, and then it shows Emma's life, who's an artist and an upcoming artist and very talented, and the artwork is very good. I felt the talk about art was a little bit kind of maybe a little staged or superficial. She talked about Klimt and Egon Schiele, and her work's not really that similar to that. So, but I think artists talk about art in maybe a more personal way. But I'll have another video about that. As you can see, there's one of my paintings in the background, but that's another PDF file. So I thought the movie was very good, and it is long, just over 3 hours, but it essentially covers 3 years in Adele's life, and it shows things in a realistic way because it's her first serious relationship, and it happens to be with a woman. And it shows her Adele's boyfriend. She has a guy that she's interested. She has sex with him. Then this doesn't really do it for her, and then she meets this woman with blue hair. So it shows how their relationship develops, and it is very good. It's shot beautifully. I would recommend it, but realize that it's long. I took a couple of quick breaks. There were some scenes. There was a gay pride parade in France where Adele kind of learns to let loose and dance in public. And the basic idea of the movie is that they're from two different social classes, and then it's not going to work out. But I don't think that part works too well. The sex scenes are very graphic, so don't see with your grandmother, and it's very, very graphic. Basically, they're two naked, beautiful women in bed. The lights are on, and you can see everything. It's not like done in shadow. There's one sex scene that's done more. A couple that are more with the lights off, but there are a couple that are just all the lights are on and nothing's hidden, and it goes on. The one is 10 minutes long, so be aware of that. But it's very good, and it talks about relationships, and for me it had sort of a spiritual meaning. There was a line in the movie. It says, when women have orgasms, it's very mystical, and that's one of the themes in the movie. And their relationship is very, kind of Romeo and Juliet, very physically intense, and I think those kind of relationships, they don't last because that's not a solid foundation for a relationship. So that's part of the meaning that I got out of it. Anyway, it's a very good movie. It's long. Be prepared for that, and the sex scenes are very graphic. But I enjoyed the movie overall for its emotional realism. It's very good. Thank you.